In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to enter a new patient. First, you enter in your login credentials. And then once you're inside the portal, you simply click on My Patients. The page will populate with your list of current patients that you have. If you do not have any, simply click New Patient, or if you'd like to add a new patient, click New Patient. From there, it'll take you to the page with personal information for the patient you're about to enter. You'll notice there's a default code that is automatically populated. You do not need to do anything with this. But if you notice on this page, there are red asterisks over here to the right. Make sure that you complete those mandatory fields. Anything else that you want to put in here is fine. It doesn't affect whether or not we are able to populate a requisition or not. And then you come down here to the time zone. And it has a quick search, so it'll bring up Eastern right away because I typed in Eastern. And then the last thing you want to make sure is that the active button is clicked. From there, you hit Next. Then it's going to take you to the contact information. So you put in the patient's address. And then you select the country. Again, we have the Smart Find searches. And then you come here and you can select the state. And then it'll allow you to bring up the cities in that state. If you do not happen to see the city in which the patient resides, simply select any city that you wish and then email us the state and the city, and then we'll correct it. We have a large database, try to get every city, every town that we have in the United States, but there are some that squeak through, and we just want to make sure that we are as up to date as possible to help you make your requisitions properly. Then you can enter in the zip code, then the contact information, and then the primary email. And now you're done with that page, simply click Next. Now for the account setup, this allows the patient, if you're a subscribing member, this allows the patient to have access to be able to review their blood work and see all the charts and graphs and also educate themselves about their own blood work. So you enter in the patient's email address, and then the password, I highly recommend for the password that you put in the patient's first two initials and then the 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 2-digit year. So then if you're consistent with everybody, if anybody calls up and says, I don't remember my password, you simply say your first initials, the first initials of your first and last name, and then your 2-digit month, day, and year. So then you just put in whatever it is, and then you just repeat it right down here in the repeat password section. And then you come down here to clinic. Your clinic will be the only clinic available, so you want to select that. Clinician, if you got multiple people in your clinic, you can select which ones. And then here for employer, you want to hit default. And then make sure again that the active button is checked here. Hit Save Changes. And as you can see, I had a typo on my password. So simply come back up and redo the password. And then come down, make sure it's checked, and hit Save Changes. And now my patient has been successfully added. Once the patient is added, as you can see down here, I can now order blood work on this patient. And then you'll never have to enter in the patient's information again. You can simply log in, hit Order Blood Work, and then click on which panels you want to order. And now I can go to the shopping cart, process order, and then I can select the patient from the drop down. And right here is my John Doe. I enter in my credit card information and the requisition will be ready to go. And that's it with regarding to adding a new patient. Have a great day.